Well, here we are. I am on the side of the freeway, and I've never had. Sorry about that. I've never had a front wheel blowout on me, and as I was traveling home today, my front passenger tire sidewall decided that it didn't want to hold air anymore. And it's not like what I thought it was going to be. It was like it happened, and then I was like, what is that? And then my Jeep started leaning to the passenger side. I'm like, I think I just blew a front tire. So I made it over to the side of the road. One of our wonderful DOT guys pulled up within minutes to make sure I was okay. And, first call I made was like to my roommate, James. Thank you, James. And to ask him if he could bring me one of my spare tires. So, I will be making sure that I carry a spare with me, or at least have a spare. With this particular vehicle, I have to have the same size spare, just because I have mechanical lockers front and back. I don't have an option to run a different size tire for any length of time. Unless I want to destroy axles or my lockers. Anyhow, the good news is I'm going to pick up another set of tires Friday. I'd already planned on doing that. I have another spare that matches the front tire that went out on me. And I already had other spares already in place, so not a big deal. I got another tire on the way. We'll jack this thing up, get some air in it, and get on down the road. Other news, the bolt for my neighbor's boat motor finally showed up for the starter, so that is in progress. Waiting on some valve stem seals for my Jeep 4.0 build. I'll make a video on that coming up here pretty soon. Once those come in, I did order a ridge reamer for the top of the cylinders for the 4.0. I've got a couple of those reamed out already. That project's going kind of slow right now. It's just kind of waiting on some other parts to come in to move forward on that. Just because I don't want to go through the whole headache of having to organize valves and springs. I'm going to take a different approach. I'm going to do one cylinder at a time, because not only am I relapping the valves, doing new valve stem seals, but I'm also porting the head. And I just don't want to chance things not going back where they're supposed to go. And when you're going as far as lapping valves and doing a rebuild on not just the motor but the head, you don't want to put things in the wrong spot. Like, I'm not replacing the rockers, I'm not replacing the push rods, I'm not even replacing the valves. I'm just putting in the major wear parts that keep the oil in. It is getting new pistons, new piston rings, new bearings. It's going to get a new timing set. What else is it getting? It may or may not get a new water pump. I think I'm just going to put the old one back on, just because it's really not that hard to replace. after you've worked on the same motor or the same style motor a couple of different times, like, it's really, well, it might not be for everyone, but it is really easy for me to know where everything is, know where it goes, and be able to do it relatively quickly with nothing going wrong. The only time that I have had the issue of not being able to get something done fairly quickly was on a motor that I didn't tear down. Someone else did. They got halfway through, either got overwhelmed or couldn't figure out where everything goes. And that was on a Land Rover. And that was kind of a fun job, because, like, if someone came in, destroyed the puzzle, and then I came back in and put it together in about 16 hours with no book or anything else. And I replaced all the seals and everything in that as I was going. And that was a fun little project. It was pretty cool to have someone say something about me being able to work on cars. And then someone just happened to have a vehicle that is torn down and given up on, and I told the guys, hey, as long as all the parts are there, it'll go back together. I put that thing back together, and had to be reset from the factory as far as the computer goes, because it had not had power for a certain period of time. And as far as I know, he took that thing back to the dealership. They reset it, and I'm pretty sure he sold it because he just, it's that particular Land Rover. I did the research on it. Is not a reliable Land Rover to have. Some of them are very reliable. A lot of the older models are near indestructible. I mean, Land Rover used to have a wonderful, a really wonderful reputation for being reliable vehicles that could go anywhere. And as we get on in here into the technology era and beyond, they're just not reliable. They are on the top 5 list of cars that shops see the most, just because they're not reliable, and people with a substantial amount of money buy these vehicles as a status symbol, and in reality they're a money pit. So anyway, I am grateful that I have a friend that's willing to come give me a hand, and I will be putting a spare tire in this vehicle. So, the Jeep is leaving 35s and it's going on 36s, some TSL Super Swampers. They are used, and they actually measure, I think, 25.4 inches. They're not actually 26s. And being worn as they are, they're probably actually 34s, which is fine. It's whatever. It is mainly an off-road vehicle, and I'm gonna check it out. Throw a bigger tire on here and see how much better it does out in the woods, and hopefully we'll get to bring you some cool views. My buddy James is we went snow wheeling in his WJ. He used it as a snow plow, and the 4.7 liter he has in that motor. The one of the tensioner brackets for the timing belt is broken, so it is not running in time. He's already got the valve covers off that, and most of the accessories off the front of it, and we're going to get that tore down, probably do a whole new timing set, water pump, and new tensioners. And then his Jeep will be back up and running, and hopefully we get to do one more, possibly one more snow trip before, maybe 2 more snow trips before the ice melts. But you know, winter's not going to be around that much longer, and then we're going to be moving into spring. And once one of my new favorite passes opens up down here south of Issaquah, we are going to be doing that trail, Natchez Pass. Last time we did it, we made it to the top and and had to come back. And this year, I want to plan on leaving on a Tuesday, and you know, camp there Tuesday night at the bottom of the mountain, and wheel all day, and probably camp at the top of the mountain, or if we can get all the way over, find a spot, camp out, hang out for a bit, find some cool stuff to do, and then make a 4-day trip out of it, and you know, wheel back over. I enjoy being able to see the mountain scenery, and be able to drive up there doing it. My physical ability is not going to let me hike those mountains, which is fine. But I do get to get out in those mountains and still check out the scenery, and I enjoy that. So hopefully some of the next videos that I post will be entertaining, educational, and so forth. And with that, I hope you have a wonderful, good day, and I'll be seeing you soon.